It got to a point where as time went by, I started to lose interest in doing music. I'm one person who used to pray only when I needed things from God. And when I got all those things, I stopped praying.
Okay. Do you still remember the song you auditioned with?
Yes.
What song was it?
It was Adele, Rolling in the Deep.
So when are you been secular? Like,
Yeah, I have.
like you're right.
Somehow I also associate him with gospel.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. Like, I just feel like you just fit it to. Maybe it's the hairstyle. I don't know. But you just fit into gospel. So are you now like
Born again?
full blown in there?
Baptized? Like, where are you? What's your status?
Ngwaho dimpa ditlar ila tela tsedi botse ditlar tswa nela.
I've been through the most, been through the most.
Hello there, hola, sanbulani dumelang absheni ndimadegwane. Welcome to yet another episode right here on Centtwinz TV. It's I've Been Through the Most podcast, one of your favorite podcasts, and you can tell because we have beautiful awards, all because of you. That's right, and please do not watch the podcast without subscribing. This is the Sant Fam. If you want to be part of the family, it's very simple. There's a black button and it's written subscribe. Please do join the family. It's absolutely free. We really appreciate your love and your support, and we are officially on a road to 500k subscribers. We know with you we can definitely reach that target, so please also go ahead to our social media platforms. We do post our promos and everything exclusive just for you. It's TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, X. We are everywhere. How can we forget about our audio platforms? It wouldn't be a podcast after all. So make sure you listen to us on Spotify as well as Apple Podcasts. Make sure you hit a follow there and a like. And of course, every time you comment, it just makes it a little bit better for us because we love it when you interact.
Yeah.
It's ultimately not just about us and the guest, but about you as well. So do have your say. And every single week, we bring you another incredible guest. And this week is no different. We have Botlhale in studio, who is a musician, an amazing one. Currently has a trending song on social media.
A hit song.
A
It's a
hit
hit
song.
song.
You know what I mean? And he was on Idols season 13. And today he's here with us to share his story. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's an honor to have you. Oh my goodness. And I think for me personally, I was following you on TikTok and just your journey. And the first time I heard your song, and then I followed you, and then I DM'd on TikTok, guys. I do that a lot, okay?
She loves TikTok.
I love TikTok. And so you responded, and I was so glad. And I'm happy to have you here, and we look forward to hearing your story. But before that, can you briefly introduce yourself to our Sant fam?
Hi everyone, this is Botlhale from Pretoria, deep in the dusty streets of Garankuwa, and I'm a singer, songwriter, a guitarist, a radio personality, an actor, a dad, and a barber.
Oh,
That is a long profile.
okay, that's a lot of hats. And I'm glad you corrected that. Earlier we had a conversation with Millicent, and I said, okay, you said a barber, right? So I said a hair barber, and she was like,
like,
nah,
no,
it's a barber.
Yeah.
Not a hair barber, it's a barber. And you actually so good at it.
Thank you so much.
So
Thank
you
you
did your own hair now?
Yes. I
Wow.
did cut my hair, yes.
Fantastic.
And
you.
Kim Fana Pitor.
Like,
homeboy.
everyone in Pretoria is supporting the podcast. They're constantly coming to sit
Yes.
on the hot seat. And
Yeah.
on that note, Sen Fam, if you want to be on the hot seat, please do send us an email. The email address is down below, and we look forward to hearing your story. So let's go through what you have been through. You know, you've given an introduction of who you are, but of course, like many successful people, we all have a story. We all have how we grew up and our upbringing and some of the experiences that we have experienced. And let's hear yours.
Well, my experiences are with the path that I've chosen. You know, the music path. Entered SA's Got Talent in 2015, The Voice SA in 2016, Idols SA in 2017, where I made it to the top 3.
Yo.
And, you know, I remember during the competition, there was a time where I sang this beautiful song, Ya Sedilaka, with Soweto Gospel Choir. And quite a lot of people on Idols thought that, you know, after the competition, I was going to be doing gospel music.
Okay.
And I didn't do gospel music because I've always been running away from gospel music. And the reason for that, I felt that I was still young to be doing gospel music. You know, doing gospel music, it's too much, man. a lot is expected from you.
Yeah.
And I have always known that gospel has always been my calling, but I've always been running away from it. And it got to a point where as time went by, I started to lose interest in doing music. And the reason for that, I'd like to believe, is because I wasn't serving my purpose. There was a time where I had to sit down with myself and ask myself, what purpose am I serving? And I'm not saying that people who are doing secular music are not serving their purpose,
Yes.
but what purpose am I serving with this kind of music that I'm doing? And that's when I decided that, you know what, I'm going to be doing gospel music. I'm going to finally accept my calling and serve my purpose. But it was a bit difficult. And I haven't been going to church for a very long time. Like, I'm lost, if I may put it that way. And I went to God and said, God, you know what? I do not know what I'm getting myself into, but I'm going to do it anyway. Please guide me, lead me, take me throughout the step of the whole journey that I'm about to take. And that's when I started working on my gospel album. And I had no funds when I wanted to start to work on this album, but God pulled through. The album was recorded and quite a lot of money was spent on the album, and I own 100% of my music. I own 100% of my revenues with all of that. And it's because of God. Sometimes when you align yourself with your purpose, everything just falls into place.
Come on.
And that is exactly what happened in my life. It is the power of God.
Yeah. But also maybe let's go back to the days of competition. You mentioned so many of them.
Sure.
And I understand, Sisi, you get to a point where you're so desperate to do what you love and the opportunities aren't coming. And I guess, I remember all of those shows. And I'm thinking, that means you stood queues for all of those competitions.
Very long
Definitely.
queues.
Just to get that breakthrough. Can you take us through that journey of just wanting to just sing and following your love and your passion, just that drive?
Well, I just want to be heard. I just want to be seen, and so that people can know who Botlhale is. And that is when I first went to SS Got Talent. First audition, I didn't go through, but I didn't give up. I went to the second audition the following year with a friend of mine. Together we were the Black Harmony. It was a duet. And we managed to go through, and we were on TV for the first time. And we got eliminated. I think we didn't make it to the top 21, where we go live every Sunday. And still, I had the passion to, keep on going. And the following year, I went to The Voice South Africa together with a friend of mine.
Yeah.
And it was the first season of The Voice, and we were the only duet that made it through in the entire competition. Even today, I'm not sure if there's ever been another duet in the competition. And we got eliminated top 32, and I still didn't give up. 2017, my sister told me about Idols. I didn't know anything about Idols because she go high. So I was like, what is Idols? And then she explained everything. Okay, Idols, this and this. And then she showed me because she used to record. And I got familiar with it. Then I went to audition. First audition, I didn't go through. I still didn't give up. I remember I auditioned in Pretoria State Theatre.
Yeah.
And on Tuesday, I got a call that I didn't go through, and I was like, I'll see you in Johannesburg. And I went to, I told the guy straight. And I went to Carnival City. Carnival City, I got there around past 5 to 6 a.m. in the morning, and I auditioned around past 6 in the evening.
In the evening.
Yes. And they took us as a group of 10. We all went there, went individually in the rooms, and out of 10, I was the only one who made it. And it was late, and they told me to come back again because of the directors who have already knocked off. And tomorrow I came back again, and then was able to go see the judges, and then through the lives until I made it to the top 3.
Love it.
Yeah.
That's huge. And I think people really don't realize how intense open auditions are, because everybody is welcome. The people who can't sing, the people who think they can sing, the people who can actually sing. Everybody shows up for these auditions. And I speak for us. Like, we've also attended many open auditions, especially me. My sister a little bit less. So I know what it's like to literally wake up at 1 a.m., be on the queue at 2 a.m. I've literally slept at the, I think it's a stadium in one of the stadiums in Joburg. I
think
forgot.
you're auditioning for top billing.
Yeah, I was auditioning for top billing, and I queued the whole night. And between myself and my brother-in-law, we're taking turns to sleep, and then he's in the queue, and then you finally get into that audition room, and sometimes you get rejected, right?
True.
So I wanted to speak about that rejection because you made it to the top 3 eventually, but other people don't even make it to top 10, top
20.
12. They never even make it to TV. And rejection is something that can destroy you. I'm glad it never really destroyed us, because sometimes you need those no's to improve and learn. But what did some of those rejection do to you?
I took them as a stepping stone. Every time when I got rejected, I went back to, assess, why am I being rejected? What can I fix? And then I'll go back and do it again and see how far it will take me. So rejection always, for me, has always been a stepping stone. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you still remember the song you auditioned with?
Yes.
What song was it?
It was Adele, Rolling in the Deep.
So when you've been secular, like
Yeah, I have.
like you're right. How I also associate him with gospel.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. Like, I just feel like you just fit it to, maybe it's the hairstyle. I don't know. But you just fit into gospel so well. So tell us about Genesis then. How did that album come about? And then why call it Genesis?
Okay. The album, that's when I decided that I'm going to be doing gospel fully. And the title Genesis comes from the beginning. And this is me, like, this is the beginning of me serving in the kingdom of God. And that is why I decided to title it Genesis, because of I'm starting a new journey in the kingdom of God. And that's how the title came about. And quite a lot of songs in the album are my personal experiences about God, about my life overall. And I was just sharing because I knew it will connect with quite a lot of people, and quite a lot of songs are doing that at the moment. So yeah.
What are some of those songs? What are some of those stories?
Okay.
Tell us about it. We want to know.
So there's this song, yeah, Tswela Pele. Ere le ha dintho di fetoga tswela pele o rapele. So I'm one person who used to pray only when I needed things from God, and when I got all those things, I stopped praying completely.
Sure.
And when I wrote this song, it says, le ha dintho di fetoga tswela pele o rapele, le tla fitlha tsatsi le tla reng o rapela wa bo leboga fela o sa kope. And that is how that song came about. It is my personal experience, and I believe
So
quite a lot
just
of people are
translate
also
that
doing
in
that.
English.
Continue praying,
yes.
even if situations become better in your life. Never stop praying. Yeah.
And when those things come to pass, you must be grateful, ne?
Yes.
And don't forget. Wow, powerful. Powerful.
Let's talk about your career as a barber. You know, some people will be like, is this because your music career didn't make it? Why are you doing this? Is it multiple streams of income? Is it I'm multi-talented? I can do everything, because somebody else can see you on Idols and they can see you on TV, and the next thing is like how you are cutting people's hair.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And really not understanding, take us through that and what that means for you.
Well, like you just said now, I am multi-talented. I do quite a lot of things. So with regards to becoming a barber, it was that thing, okay, I'm always doing gigs, or in the weekends, Saturday and Sunday, I'm always, pushing gigs and music. And during the week, it's very quiet. So I needed something to do during the week. And then on weekends that I know that I'm going to be doing, my gigs and all that. So that is how I wanted to do this barbering thing. And I saw it on social media while people are cutting hair, and I was like, I can actually do this. And then let me just do it during the week on my spare time so I can generate some revenues as well. I'm wasting time during the week doing nothing and then only work on weekends. Yeah.
Wow.
And I love the fact that you also posted on TikTok. You're proud of what you're doing, because I know sometimes, being in the limelight or being in the entertainment industry can really mess up your head.
Yeah.
Hey?
True.
You think you've arrived. You think you are, you cannot be seen doing certain things. You think it, and it's just like, why do you have to suffer when you are multi-talented? And also, why not have multiple streams of income? And you spoke boldly about, you're from Pretoria.
Yes.
You're from the township. And sometimes we're thinking, are these people coming to see me? Are they fans? Are they coming to do their hair? I mean, do people walk in there singing your song? Like, Botlhale did my hair today. How's that balance for you? Isn't that a lot, though?
No, it's really not a lot. Others
Yeah.
would be like, are you going to sing for us when you're cutting your hair? It's like, no. Maybe at an extra fee, yeah, I'll do that. It's really nice. I remember first time before I started doing cutting hair, I was a nail tech. I tried.
What?
Yeah.
No way.
Yes. I tried a lot of things.
Wow.
I wanted to do. I started that, but as time went by, I just got tired of it. My back was hurting. I was like,
So you can do nails?
yes, I can.
Wow.
So that's where it
You
all
are a
started.
hustler. You are a hustler.
So that's why I'm saying I'm multi-talented. I do everything.
Yeah.
Like anything that has to do with working with my hands, I do it wholeheartedly.
God has blessed you.
Yeah, I'd like to believe.
God has really blessed you. And some of the challenges that have come along the way for you, because I'm sure it's not as easy as it seems. You've branded yourself quite well. I was
Yes.
looking at the place and how you branded it and your name and your logo and everything. And I'm sure a lot goes into that, but have you faced any hurdles along the way?
Hurdles in terms of the business?
Yes.
Or, not yet, because I started operating in December fully. So it is still new. Yes.
Yo.
So I started cutting hair in September for free, just to get used to cutting people. And December, that's when I started to operate fully. So it's still new. I haven't had any hurdles. So yeah.
So then weekends you don't take bookings, then you have gigs.
Yeah, they know weekends I'm not operating. Weekends are off.
Monday to Friday.
Monday to Friday. Weekends are for gigs and family.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
That is
beautiful.
so awesome.
That's beautiful. But you
I
will
hope you
literally
can sing for us.
Yeah, I was about to say that. I'm like, listen. So my sister and I, we did a video, right,
Yes.
with your song, because we thought it's such a beautiful declaration, just getting into the new year, and it really is it's straightforward.
Yeah.
It's
True.
basically declaring that this
This
year,
Greater
this
things are
year,
coming.
greater things
Things
are
are
about to
coming.
happen.
Woo.
So this we'll write the translations out for you guys so that you guys can sing along. But I know the song is
I
doing
hope we
so
don't
well.
sing along.
Yeah, the song's doing so well on TikTok. I mean, when you wake up one day, you log onto TikTok and people are singing to your song, doing challenges to your song. What was that for you? Was it a validation from God that you're on the right track?
Yes, honestly, I've been, music industry is something else. Entertainment industry as a whole. I've been trying to find my way in the industry, and it has been very, very difficult. But the moment I started to change and started to do gospel and aligned with my purpose, that's where everything started to fall into place. And that is God saying, yeah, now you are on the right track. And, everything is just unfolding. Everything is just going well. So, yeah.
And also, I like that earlier you mentioned that you didn't do gospel because you were not really like a church person and committed to that. And I know gospel music goes with a lifestyle, right?
True.
And goes with you having that relationship with God and being
conviction.
spiritually aligned for you to be able to connect to people, because it's not just entertainment, you know?
No.
So how has your walk with God been since then? Are you now like
Born again.
full blown in there?
Baptized. Like, where are you? What's your status?
I'm still crawling, if I may put it that way.
In a journey.
Yes. So I will definitely get there where I'll be like fully into, this movement, into this journey. I'm still finding my way, and I believe that one day I'll definitely be there fully.
You're on the right track.
Yeah.
Keep going at it, and we love it, and we're supporting you, and we're praying for
Thank
you as
you.
the body
Yeah.
of Christ.
Amen.
And there's no better reward than to know that, we have you, and now we celebrate in song and in worship and in praise.
Amen.
And before we close, he has to sing the song for us, guys. Me and Mila are gonna try
Can
not
they
to
mute our
interject.
mics? Because wow, we might be good at visuals and creating the content, because our video looks like a music video. We're there in water and everything. It's a proper gospel song with
with our feet in the pool. What's a gospel music video without water and mountains and the cloud and the sky and what do you call those? No, it's not the white birds, doves. So yeah, I think it's a good attempt, Millicent.
Yeah, we did a good attempt.
We did a good
But
attempt.
can you sing that part for us, that trending chorus, that trending verse?
Yes, definitely.
Before you go.
Sure.
Guys, sing along.
Ngwaho dimpa ditlar ila tela tsedi botsi ditlar tshwanela o Jesu Kriste o tlaria raba harimura pela fela.
Yes.
Yay!
Beautiful.
Thank you so
How
much.
Beautiful.
awesome is that? Sure.
The timing is
thank you.
impeccable in season. May God continue to use you and use your story, continue sharing, and continue using your gifts from God. I always say that us showing gratitude to God is using the gifts that He had given to us.
Yeah.
And I always use every opportunity that I have to use my gift, because I know it's like worship to God.
Yes.
Can you imagine as a parent giving your child a gift and they
Yeah.
never get to use it?
Yeah.
And we pray that your gift might also provide for you like abundantly, you know. I know as musicians, it's like people, especially gospel musicians, people don't understand like, why are you charging? You are serving. Why are you
Yeah.
doing this? But at the same time, it was never God's intention for you to suffer. He gave you that gift so that you may be able to get the income. So give us your booking details, guys. Please make sure you book him, and so that we can just help his ministry grow. I think you're doing an incredible job. We will
So
see you on the streets, on the socials, and of course get your music. Is it available on all platforms?
Yes, it is available on all the digital stores. You can just go on my social media. On my bio, you will find all the links to my music. Yeah. Sure.
Awesome. That's our homeboy all the way from Kopitori, Botlhale, and his album Genesis is out. Thank you so much for joining us today, and thank you, Fam, for watching. Please make sure you comment down below. Tell us what you think about his story, what you have learned. Are you following your talent? Are you using the talents that God has given to you? It may be small, it may be big, you might be well known, or maybe nobody knows you.
Yeah.
But what are you doing with that gift that God has put in your hand?
And how far are you willing to go to make sure that you achieve those dreams and those goals? I love it that he did not give up. He kept on going. So whoever you are and wherever you are, keep going at it. You never know when God is going to open those doors. Well, that is it from us, from myself, Innocent.
And myself, Millicent, and of course our awesome guest Botlhale, and our awesome team that makes it happen week in and week out. Behind the cameras is
Bye.
For now.
I've been through the most.